Not the smoothest finish, but there you go. Welcome back, everyone. It's 2023, and I hope you've had a good Christmas and New Year and all that stuff. I am looking at some more Fret King guitars today. So you might have seen towards the end of last year, I did a video on the Fret King Elise Custom with vibrato. Well, this is the Fret King Elise Custom without vibrato. So the specs are very similar, except it doesn't have a vibrato. So it's going to be quite a quick video, really. If you saw my last video on the one with the vibrato, you'll know that I really like the Elise model. I really like this one too. If anything, I think I like this one a little more, just because as much as I enjoyed the vibrato, it did give all of, you know, it meant you had some of the issues that you get when you have a vibrato with kind of tuning stability and stuff. And actually, although it stayed in tune fine, for a guitar of this kind of style, I'm just enjoying having the fixed bridge. So this kind of standard tunematic style bridge, although this is a Wilkinson. So I'll just give you a quick rundown of the specs, go through some of the tones and things, and we'll leave it there. Everything on here is the same as the Custom with vibrato, except the bridge arrangement. So that is a mahogany body with a mahogany neck. It's got this cool, very nice kind of cutaway up here, so the access to the top frets is nice. It's slightly offset body, which I dig. It's got a carved maple cap on here, the violin carve, I think they call it. And you've got an extended mahogany joint coming here from the neck. So it's super stable. It's solid, but it is very resonant. Obviously, it's got the hollow body. I love it. I really do love it. I think it's a cool guitar. As you'd expect for a guitar like this, it's a 24 3/4 inch scale length, kind of medium jumbo frets. I think it's a rosewood board. Wilkinson hardware throughout, so Wilkinson tuners, which are cool. The Wilkinson bridge, which I've already mentioned, really nice tunematic bridge. Let's run through some of the electronics in case you didn't see the last video. The pickups in here are a custom designed set of pickups. They call them the 55. They're designed by Trev Wilkinson specifically for this guitar. So it works really nicely. They work really nicely for it. Standard 3-position toggle, as you'd expect. Master volume, master tone. The varicoil circuit, which is standard throughout the Fret King range. And the little hidden surprise on this one, because they always like to put something in on the Fret Kings, it's got a push button, I guess, on the tone knob, which puts it out of phase. So that's what I was playing with in the intro there. Let me go through some of these tones. We'll start clean, maybe put a bit of dirt on in a second. So the bridge with the varicoil wound off. So this is the kind of single coil mode. Sounds like this. A bit of dirt there. So I'm not using any pedals. That was just switching to the second channel. I'm using this St. James Black Star amp down here. So I'm going straight into that, well, via the looper, but no effects. So there we go. That's the bridge pick. As a single coil. Now, if I wind in the varicoil, and clean, lovely. It works really nicely. The pickups on this is great. I don't normally play humbuckers that often. It doesn't really, for me, I really find a single coil kind of sound works better for the style of playing that I do. But I really like the humbuckers on here because they're not super high output, which is nice. And you've got this varicoil option, so you can kind of thin them out a bit, which is generally what I'm looking for when, particularly in a band setting. Humbuckers for me sometimes are a bit too thick. because I play in a 6-piece band normally, so I don't want to take up too much sonic real estate. Anyway, I digress. Let's move to the neck pickup and varicoil again. We'll start clean. So. So again, it's got that really nice, they're just really nice pickups. And it works in both the single coil and the humbucking mode. So I'll do that again, just go from single coil to humbucking. Now with a bit of dirt on there. So you can hear that in the single coil mode, the neck pickup kind of it's almost a bit Strat-like. Wind it in. Good. Let's try them both together. Clean on single coil mode, so the varicoil turned off. That sounds cool, right? So let's turn the varicoil up. So now they're both in humbucking. It works. Let's hear the phase switch though, because that's where things start to get really funky and cool. So the middle pickup here, it's a push-push, so you push it, pops out, push it, stays in. This is varicoil turned down, so single coil mode with the phase switch out. So they're out of phase with each other now, these pickups. So you get that cool kind of old-fashioned honky, like real mid-range honk sound, which I love. Here we go, single coil. Phase in again. Out. In. Out. Now with the varicoil turned up. In. Out. I love out of phase guitar sounds. A lot of the kind of records I listen to, especially the old blues stuff, or the, B.B. King and Lal Fulson at some time had a real out of phase sound on some of those records, which I love. And being able to do it with the push of a button is really handy. In single coil mode, you got the kind of funky stuff. I'm gonna put a little bit of gain on it. So single coil out of phase is like this. In phase, oh, there we go, out of phase now. Phase. So yeah, that's cool. And then if you wind the humbuckers all the way in, So there we go. There's a selection available. A selection of the sounds available on the Fret King Elise Custom. This one's in walnut finish. I believe it also comes in this tobacco finish, like the clap behind me. Yeah, I still love it as a semi-hollow guitar. It's up there with, you know, it's up there with one of my favourite models. So there we go. Make of that what you will. But this is the Fret King Elise Custom in walnut, and I'm going to do a little play out. Let me set a loop up, I think. And we'll do something bluesy, because that's kind of it's quite nice. We'll start on the neck pickup, doing a setup, a little loop, and off we go. Tune in soon. I'm going to be doing some more videos on some Fret King stuff. There's this one, and this one, and this one. There's loads. Don't forget to click like and subscribe. There's links below, as ever, to all of the specs and all the stuff there. So enjoy. See you soon. All right, 2, 3.